was 12 years old. The Prime Minister was assassinated by two of her own bodyguards. The men wore turbans, just like me. My family and I practice a religion called Sikhism. In our faith, all men and even some women wear a turban. It symbolizes our belief that all people are created equal. But after that assassination, our turbans made us targets. Angry mobs hunted and murdered thousands of Sikhs. No part of me felt Indian anymore. I was born in Washington, D.C., the first American citizen in my family. My parents raised me and my brother there while my dad was working at the Indian Embassy. But after a few years, my parents missed their community, so they decided to pack up and move us to India. As a teenager, I dreamt of being back in America and immersed myself in American culture. As soon as I turned 18, I was on the next plane back. My name is Vishwajit Singh, and I am an American Sikh. Finally, I was home. It was beautiful. But I didn't receive the warm welcome I was expecting. I never felt so alone. I decided to do what no one in my family had ever done. When my father found out, he refused to speak to anyone for weeks. Cutting my hair and abandoning my turban meant I was no longer Sikh. But fitting in presented a new challenge. I didn't know who I was anymore. I began trying different identities, religions. None felt quite right. After 10 years of searching, I had a dream one morning. My grandfather came to me with the 6 scriptures. The opening words describe a timeless and formless energy that binds all living beings. The purpose of the Sikh faith is to connect to that energy, and for the first time, I felt it. I felt a new desire to stand out as myself rather than blend in as no one. But being myself was about to get a lot more difficult. Within hours, there was news of Sikhs being attacked. I don't feel at home anymore. I used to be seen as an outsider, but now people see me as a villain. I got a strange idea. If I'm going to stand out, I want people to see me, not as an outsider, but as I am, is Sikh and an American. For the first time, I became Sikh Captain America. At first, I was nervous that I might get attacked. Just being out of the house felt risky, and here I was, dressed in a costume, drawing even more attention to myself. But then something incredible happened. Hey, it's Captain America! It's Captain America! Whoa! People are beginning to follow me. People are taking photos without even asking me. And then people start coming up and hugging me. That was weird. I don't get hugged by strangers. I don't get hugged by people I know that much. For the first time in my life, I saw almost everyone looking at me as if I was the coolest thing in the world. I was the coolest person in the world. I was the most American guy that day in New York. And it turned out to be one of the most amazing days of my life. The next day, I get called Osama bin Laden again. But I realized I might be onto something with this superhero alter ego. I can't teach everyone about Sikhism, and I can't tell every person my story. But when you see Sikh Captain America, it stays with you. The next time you see someone who looks a little different, I hope this image comes to mind. And instead of seeing an outsider, you see that each of us, in our own way, is a superhero.